Open up the bus doors. Hi. It's my school. Come on, load it up. 7:40 a.m. our day begins. Sunrise like smiles on all my friends. Find your classroom. Hey, how's your summer been?
Happy holidays. I'm Abby K. Griffith.
It's your girl, Abby J. Hey, it's Hey.
What's up? It's Goofy Graham.
And welcome to BMS News.
Hey, do you guys want to hear a joke?
Oh, not this again.
No, don't listen to him. Tell us.
Why do you never get a snowman angry?
Why?
Because we'll have a meltdown. Ha! That's a knee slapper.
Moving on. I sure love Bunsold.
I can't wait to go to the high school.
I like the STEM school more. IDK, do you know which one you're going to?
Oh no, do not get me started on that. There's so many choices.
Hey, don't worry. Maybe an interview with Madison about the 8th grade high school tours will help you make your decision. On to you, Madison.
This is Miss Young. She's a teacher at the STEM school. What makes the early college high school different from the traditional high school?
I would say it's a few things. I think that the way we approach a schedule is different. We have block scheduling at the early college high school, so you actually sit in 4 classes, each 90 minutes long, but they only usually run on a semester. So by Christmas, we're almost done with our first round of classes. So, and then we'll start new in the second semester. So that's a big difference. I know the grading is definitely different, and I think that always kind of freaks students out, that it's based on standards, not on like you pass this test or you turn in this homework assignment. It's based on here are the standards you need to learn, and so you kind of move through those. It's not always as hands-on as people might think, or as I feel like, you know, the we do nothing is always a thing. That's not true either. I think it's what we do is done differently, and so I think people don't know how to define that, and so we define it as standard-based, moving through it kind of your own pace, but kind of not. So I would say those are the biggest differences. There's a lot of similarities. So when you walk through and you look at a math class, it doesn't look that much different than it does at the high school compared to the STEM school. Just really how we grade things are different.
Okay. When we go on the tours, what are some things we'll see?
So you're getting us in an interesting year this year. At the STEM school, we are trying a thing called Tiny Term. So Tiny Term is a break between semesters. It's 12 classes that all of our college level our students and our high school level students are all taking. And these classes were created by staff members. So like we've got like some classes that are looking into like movies, Disney movies and comedies and things, and breaking them apart. We've got some people looking into more serious things. We've got people doing crafts or repurposing things, making pottery and different things. We've got a science of barbecue class. I'm teaching personally a class of like figuring out a thing that you want to get better at, and like I'm going to coach you up to get you to that place. So you're actually going to come to the STEM building when we're in the middle of that. So what's weird about that is that you won't see any math, science, history, language, our pathways classes. You won't see any of that going on. But on a normal day, those things go on. It's just you're going to catch us at seeing us 100% do school different.
Next, I will be interviewing Mr. Johnson about the high school tours. He's a teacher at the high school. Okay, what makes MHS different from the STEM school?
The Marysville High School is more of a traditional setting. There's 9 periods per day. You will schedule and have a study hall, whereas the STEM school is more of a block setting where you'll have 4 periods a day in a nucleus class. So Marysville is a little more traditional. I can tell you that the high school is moving towards more of a non-traditional look as far as having open areas to go to work in, like the STEM school, and having options of voice and choice, and very similar to the STEM school. The high school is really the home for a lot of where the athletics parts come into play, the band. So STEM students would come over to our building for that kind of stuff. So it's just more of a traditional high school. Now I've worked in both schools, so both places are great places to be. But the high school is more traditional. The STEM school is more open, more of a campus setting type, and that's the biggest difference between the two.
Okay. When we go on our tours, what is some things we'll see at the high school?
At the high school, there'll be teachers in the hallway meeting and greeting you guys, and by department, so science, math, English, social studies, our business department. They'll be giving information to you as you walk through, kind of giving you a feel of what a day looks like. One thing that is kind of, I don't know if it's a misconception, but the high school, the offerings they have in terms of courses that you can take, we have a lot of different choices. One unique thing about Marysville High School is we offer AP classes, and those are classes that you can take, and you will take a test which can earn you credit for college. We also offer College Credit Plus classes like the STEM school, and so there's a lot of choice over there. So in that tour, the goal of that tour is to show you how many choices you do have, differentiation between departments, get familiar with the building and the people that work in the building.
Anybody got some hot cocoa?
I'd sure love some hot cocoa, because this blanket isn't doing much.
Guys, the camera's rolling.
Speaking of rolling, let's roll into the next story. Graham, you might actually like this one.
Huh?
Yeah, isn't it about holiday traditions?
Yeah, like making and eating cookies.
My favorite.
Here's Meadow with the next story about holiday traditions.
Winter is the season of holidays. What do you celebrate?
I like to celebrate just having a good year and spending a lot of time with family and having a festive season.
Do you go caroling?
No, I don't like necessarily go caroling door to door, but I like to listen to loud Christmas music and annoy my dad.
Does your family have any traditions that aren't too common?
Every year, I guess I say a lie so that I get to open the first present by saying last year my brother got to open the first present, so.
Do you go on vacation during winter break?
Sometimes we visit my aunt in Michigan. They have a lot of snow, so.
Do you have a feast of any sorts?
My grandma makes really good food on Christmas, and I usually eat all the desserts, so.
What's your favorite holiday movie?
I like Elf.
Alright, now I have a joke for you. What do you call somebody who is afraid of Santa Claus? Claustrophobic!
My favorite holiday tradition is having dinner with my whole family. Haley, why do you have so many blankets?
It's freezing in here. I swear I just saw snow coming down.
Well, I think cold weather is much better than hot weather on summer break.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Winter break is coming up on December 21st.
Hallelujah!
Haley, can I borrow a blanket? All this winter talk is making me cold.
Sure thing.
Unfortunately, lots of kids don't have things like blankets. That's why it's so nice of Team 81 making their own blankets for kids in need.
Here's Sawyer with Mr. Science asking about making blankets.
I've been hearing about these blankets. What are they for?
The blanket project is a project Team 81 is doing as a collaborative project where we're looking at the Bunsold logo of camp, right, and addressing those different things.
How will the blankets benefit your students?
The students are doing these as a collaborative project, so they're working not only as a team but also in pairs, and they get a chance to actually size these blankets, cut them, tie them together, and then they're going to be given to others, so hopefully they get the idea of, we can provide for others from our resources.
Where will you be donating these blankets?
The donations go to two different places. We're going to send half of the blankets down to Albright Middle School down in Houston. It's a school that we've kind of partnered up with after the hurricanes and stuff, the flooding, the natural disasters. And then the other place will be to our local Hope Center here in town.
Look it all edited out. I'm ordering.
Okay.
What is your progress?
The students have worked about 3 hours each for each blanket. And we have all of our blankets actually made. We have most of them rolled and tied up. And half of our blankets are now packaged and ready to be shipped down to Houston. The other half of the blankets just have to be tied up and presented, ready to go. So we're close to being done.
How much time does this normally take out of your day?
Now, for this part now, it's mainly me just taking care of the little things here, but the students have each worked about 3 hours, and then the team teachers, we put in a couple hours trying to get them presented and ready to go. So, as of right now, it's every other day we work on a little bit during team time. It should be done by the end of this week.
All right, thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you.
Man, that blanket making sure looked helpful. It makes me more grateful for all that I have now. I want to donate something.
Well, I think you can. Aubrey, isn't A1 and A3 doing the adopt a family thing?
Yeah, our team got a family, and you can make donations towards it.
I've already made a donation. It made me feel good.
I wish A2 would adopt a family.
Go A1!
Stop!
Listen, differences aside, I think we should all donate.
It'd be so sweet if everyone could help out this holiday.
Yeah.
How can I donate?
I want to donate too. That's why Jack is here with Mrs. Kabor talking about adopt a family and how you can donate.
Hello. What is the Adopt a Family program?
So the Adopt a Family program is a program we've been doing here at Bunsold for maybe the past 5 years or so. And we work with elementary schools. I contact the school counselors at some of the elementary schools and see if they have families there that maybe have fallen on some hard times and could benefit for some help at Christmas. So then I work with the teams of teachers and give them information about the families, and then students all come together and get gifts to support these families during their rough time and wrap them, and then we take care of getting them delivered to the elementary schools for the families.
How did Bunsold get involved with this program?
Bunsold got involved because prior to being here at Bunsold, I was an elementary school counselor for 8 years, and I just had that connection with the other counselors in the district, and we knew there was a need there for different families, so I just used that connection with the other school counselors to start making that happen.
Can you sign up for the Adopt a Family program?
Not really. Students here at Bunsold can sign up if their team has adopted a family. They can sign up to help families, but the elementary counselors are the ones who take care of communicating with any of the families that are in need.
Guys, we've made it. It's the end of the show.
Through snowmen, cookies, and blankets, we've made it through.
That's just how the cookie crumbled.
Hope your holiday is wrapped with warmth.
What do snowmen eat in Mexico? Burritos.
Guys, let's end the show before people get icy.
Happy holidays from BMS News.
I was following the 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 pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turn round and there you go, and Michael, you were